shit. Thank you. Good morning, and I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday? It's fucking Halloween. Who cares? Happy December, whatever is it? October 31st. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Happy Halloween. Today is going to be December. Let's not talk about it. Don't give me shit. It's been a stressful year. No, Vile, you can't. The irony of him hating it is funny because the moment I put that emote in, everybody and their brother was like, wow, that looks just like Zeke. I think that's why he hates it. Personally. Not give you shit, Katie. Okay, if you... Never, Rod. We wouldn't be friends. We have to have mutual bullying, otherwise it just doesn't work. Dude, Crispy, check this shit. I found this in my costume closet. It's a full body. It's just really, it's 30 degrees right now. Fuck winter. It's a full... Get it. Watch this, though. Wait for it. Now I'm wet bones. Get it? Because your bones are always wet. Look, there's even a back. But can you imagine if my pelvis was this narrow? I am here. Eternally wet bones today. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I have too many costumes. I was overwhelmed. I still can't put makeup in my fucking eye. So I'm your wet bones. I'm a little proud of it. Just a little. Because every time someone asks, I'd be like, your bones are always wet. Did you know that? Katie, no. Thank you. I felt mildly clever. Literally, we have so many unopened stuff like this that Zach has bought throughout the years. I don't even know where it comes from. We have Green Man suits and stuff like that, and I just went raiding through them last night. I was like, I just want something I can wear that's going to be warm, I guess, like mildly warm, because it's cold. Like, it's literally frost. Like, everything's covered in frost and crispy outside. It's fucking cold. I feel bad for the trick-or-treaters. They are going to be chilly little witches tonight. So you were already colored with numbers, so in a way, far down the line... Oh my god, did I become the sweet vanilla bitch? Fuck. Because sweet vanilla bitches don't get sternum tattoos. And that's just facts. It's 30 here, queens. I woke up and it was like one of those mornings where you go take your blanket off and immediately you're just like, why? Fuck. 30 degrees. Fucking cold. This year's stressful, sure, but what if shitty, we don't talk, that's not happening. There is no what if, that's not happening. Because we're all voting. Correct? Nailed it! Is this... It never pulls the right screen, I swear to God. Not one day in my life will it pull the right screen. Ever. It looks so ridiculous. I'm such an idiot. Fucking ridiculous. Thank you for clipping that. Oh, is it real? Oh my god, the fucking it's the black magic. It's my black magic. It ruined everything. It's the black magic. It ruined everything. Here, I got it back. I fixed it. Dude, Mike, you can have whatever the fuck we're going through because it's icy and it's cold and it's disgusting and I hate it. Hold on. This is my wet skeleton. Wet bones. I'm a fucking idiot. Thank you. Bless you. Thank you. If someone can make an animation of that butt wiggle, go for it. I'll put it in. I don't know if they'll allow it because it's a butt. But I can't, like literally every animated emote I've ever had has been made by somebody else. I don't know how to make them. I'm so idiotic. But if you know how to make them, feel free. My skeletal butt. Exactly, Rod. Not that it's a butt, it's a female butt. And like, theoretically, the most unclothed my butt will ever be. Too low. Calm down. Theoretically, the most on stream. I'm embarrassed. I wonder if I could do a dump truck, though. Like the dumpy wiggle. Hold on, I'm going to try. If I did, like... Isn't that the dumpy thing? Hold on. GIF it! Isn't that it? Here you go. Get a dumper. I think they're mask. Honestly, queens. So, no shit. Because I'm a nerd, I did that. I think this is a male skeleton, and these are the reasons. Super narrow pelvis that is tilted up like this, as opposed to out like this. And then women, assigned female at birth, I should say, our collarbones actually do a V. They don't go straight across. So, I think it's a man skeleton, but we'll deal with it. It's fine. I'm all I am is anatomy today. I went full anatomy. Anubis, how do you think we feel? Good? Have you seen me lately? I'm literally losing my fucking mind. I'm not the only one. We're not thriving. No, you never get used to it. It's horrible no matter what. No shit. I mean, Anubis, I don't know if you've seen these memes because I think they're kind of geared towards Americans, but like millennial Americans, we're quite literally not exaggerating when we say we're really fucking sick and tired of living through life events. My whole life is a history book and I'm tired. Nah, you never get used to it. It's just shit. We're just really tired. Really, like, it's exhausting. It's since I don't have a conscious memory in my lifespan of a peaceful time in politics. It just doesn't exist. I'd be more fucked up if shit went well. Like, if something good happened, I'd probably be more fucked up by it. Which is fucking weird. I know, guys. Your heart. If you didn't know, if you were assigned male at birth, your heart's actually on the outside of your rib cage. That's a great. But yeah, collarbone is really interesting. Like, I don't know if you can see mine, but assigned female birth, just because of our skeletal structure, our collarbones tend to do this, and men's tend to go straight across. But I don't know. No, it's not any better, Stevarius. Exactly. Like, that's what I don't think it's just millennials. It's like the generation. I think it's Gen X and down. Like, really. It's just been constant turmoil all the time. I just want to stop seeing Georgia in the news. Yeah, that's the shit. It's exhausting. It gets to a point where you never get used to it. You're just like, what the fucking fuck? This time of year is shit for scam spam calls because of the elections and the mail. You know how many times, like every day, I swear to you, every day I've gotten a piece of mail that's like, where have you been? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I open it and they make me panic like my vote didn't count or like I didn't register to vote or something, but it's every day. I'm getting this every fucking day. I wonder how ours look. We were very femme-shaped, AMAB to the point where we questioned joining the military before we transitioned. And the guys doing the physical on us wanted to do a full body inspection to make sure we weren't hiding surgical scars. Really? They wanted to search you for surgical scars? I'm so sorry that happened to you. It is gun, but I remember when we were kids and it was TV. Every ad break in every show was hate. It was negative ads. Like, it was one politician just talking about all the terrible things the other politician does. You never got, like, what they were standing for, what that politician's policies were. It's just like, that other guy's shit. Constantly. I feel like any media source, you can't really get away from it. I don't know about the clavicle CA, but I guess it has to do with men assigned at birth having broader shoulders. It's possible, yeah. That's what, because like assigned male at birth, you tend to have more narrow hips because you don't need, theoretically, aren't going to carry a baby. And so you're like V-shaped. Whereas ours end up tilted like this and our pelvises are a little bit wider and like, you can't really tell on this one, but it's kind of sick. So right here, that bone right there, in a woman, if you're assigned female at birth, it actually has a break in it and a piece of cartilage, a very small piece of cartilage. I feel like I'm touching my vagina. Right on that blue, the middle of the blue, there's a tiny piece of cartilage that actually busts open when you give birth. That's how your hips fucking and that's how you give birth to a baby. Whereas men don't have that. Like if you're assigned male at birth, you don't have that split. It's fucking intense. Birth is magic. Moms are superheroes. Politics should be boring 100%. Politics shouldn't be sensational news. Yeah, I agree with that. What up, reasonable? How are you, love? Why would your heart be on the outside of the ribcage? That sounds like a terrible... It sounds like putting your reproductive organs between your legs on the outside of your body. Easily kickable. Almost. I agree. Human design is fucked up in a lot of ways. Assigned male, testosterone dominant. Literally, when we assign a sex at birth, it's your genital. It's whatever your outer genitals are. That's what we write on your baby stuff. They don't check for chromosomes. They can't. They will if your parents ask for some reason or another. But we don't like blood test to assign. We just assign based on genitals. If the genitals are different than the A and B columns that humans love to categorize, then we will talk to the parents and they make the decisions, et cetera, et cetera. But usually it's just based on outward stuff, unfortunately, which is why I think it's beautiful that in many places in the world, you can change that later. Because what does your flesh sack mean, really? Fuck all. I can't stand the neg commercials. I hate them. Human body's wild, crispy, right? You know what's crazy? I learned a lot of that stuff in art class, not in human anatomy. A lot of the stuff I know about bones or bone placement or muscle placement in terms of female versus male is all because of art class. You learn a shit ton of anatomy when you do like art studies of human bodies and stuff like that, and that's literally where I learned that, not even school. But is a thing. Guys' lower parts of the pelvis stay in the more vertical shape. Girls' lower parts spread to accommodate the birth canal, exactly, and to like cradle a baby. Politicians shouldn't be celebrities. No. I really hope politics goes back to being boring on Inauguration Day. Me too. Testicles are outside the body because the sperm requires lower body temp. Right, and that's the fault. Like, dear bodies, why did we design that? Again, like, it's like putting your heart on the outside. It's like, let's take this thing that's essential to human procreation, put it outside between your legs where anything can bite it. Great song. What the fuck is an appendix? Like, literally? Like, of a book or your body? Because I can answer that if you're being real. I don't know. I was doing it in my head. Just, okay. I was like, if you really want to know, like, I'll go there with you. I never know when you guys actually want me to lose my mind on medical or if we're joking. I never know, because you guys are smart. You guys know a lot of stuff. Like, you guys aren't idiots, so forgive me. Question, though. Do vampires grow back their appendix if they had it removed? I mean, if they returned after it was removed, would growing it back theoretically be like healing their body? I don't know. True Blood fucked with that a lot. The writer of True Blood loved the whole concept of like what's going to happen when you become a vampire. I swear to God, the amount of hymen-driven stories in True Blood is asinine. The vast majority of people who have a hymen, it breaks riding a bicycle when you're 5. But man, does Charlene Harris love to talk about hymens. She has a vampire who literally is a virgin when she becomes a vampire, so every time she fucks, her hymen grows back, and it hurts so bad to have sex every time it grows. You know why sex hurts? Because you didn't get the pussy ready. That's why it hurts. Are you kidding? The fuck? Yeah. Lube that shit up. Spit. Huck to a bitch. Like, what? It's not some mystical piece of skin. Yeah, foreplay, kiss it. I don't know. That's why sex hurts. It's nothing to do with some mystical piece of skin. But I'm not kidding you. There's a vampire that is carried through the entirety of True Blood series who every time she has sex, her hymen has to re-break and it hurts so much, so she becomes a bad girl. Eat my ass! I was trying to pull open Discord. I'm trying to, Rod. I had it open before stream. You know how sometimes it does that thing where it's like stuck? Rod made a shimmy. Rod made a hip shimmy emote. I'll try that one. Is it a square? You just gotta be a square. You know what you're doing. I'm gonna try it. Those Bible Belt themes run real deep. They really want you to be scared of sex. It's crazy. I mean, it has to be. I've never, and I'm not here shaming. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there with different bodies, different anatomy, et cetera, and I'm not here to shame or make anyone feel bad about themselves. I've never met someone that was like, oh yeah, the first time a penis penetrated me, it broke some skin inside of me and I bled and it was super painful and magical and wow. Never. I've never heard that in my fucking life. So I just don't. Sorry, I'm saving that image. That was my computer. Don't freak out. What up, Cyrus? How are you, love? However, this is going to segue into lady parts from fuck. There we go. I only thought, so Rod, and that's the thing. Every vampire lore is different, right? But you know how, like, I think it's, I don't know if in True Blood it happens, actually, but like in Interview with a Vampire or basically anything by Anne Rice or whatever, when you're made a vampire, like your skin heals and your hair becomes perfect and you become this perfect, beautiful hunting machine. And it's like part of the vampire thing because if you're pretty, you can attract people and then you can eat them. So theoretically, like, how would vampire disease know the difference between fixing the outside and the inside? Would you grow tonsils back? I don't know. I think this isn't even real shit, and I think about it all the time. Like, Wolverine is true regeneration, he grows back organs, but simultaneously his guts can be stuck on the outside because his skin heals around. I don't remember that. Okay, so here's one, CK. Rectal tissue is very much more fragile than other skin. If a human eats vampire ass and has an accident, is that a legitimate method for turning... Maybe that's how we get the Nosferatu. They just... it's like special, but like not as special. I could go with that. Mm-hmm. Like what we do in the shadows. Nandor keeps trying to get circumcised, but his skin keeps growing back. And every time he pulls his fangs out, they grow back in that episode. Oh God, was it like the workout episode? Not a workout episode. It's one where he wants to be. What is it? He like joins a gym of vampires that aren't vampires. He wants to be human, right? Wait, did I miss some deep vampire lore? Kosh, we got into weird conversations already. We're theorizing. So in most vampire lore that I've incurred, when you become a vampire, you become a little bit prettier and like you heal because you're supposed to be like the perfect hunting machine, right? So like, would it heal your hymen or like replace your appendix? Would your tonsils grow back? What about teeth? What if you had your molars pulled? Do those just sprout back? Fuck you! Rod, thank you for gifting a sub to various use a belt was the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. It's just my stupid brain going to stupid places again, you know, about things that aren't real, like vampires. I honestly don't know. Your tonsils grow back, but then again, they'd probably work properly. And that's like, if you're... So, like, we all know, theoretically, your appendix is like some vestigial organ that was supposed to help us digest things in the past that we don't need to digest anymore. Would suddenly that start to work? Yeah, what about hair and nails? What happens there? Like in a Interview with a Vampire, when they cut their hair, it immediately grows back to the original form of their hair, which I always thought was crazy because, like, they're dead. But that's the thing. Oh my God, let me know when it drops, mate. Why wouldn't your teeth grow back since the disease changes your incisors to fangs? Exactly. Like, don't you grow some special tooth or whatever, so why wouldn't it? So now suddenly you're just gonna be like, what if you had braces? Does vampirism disease suddenly go, nah, we need them fucked up chompers back? Because technically it's putting you back at your purest form, right? Shouldn't we have a bunch of bucktooth, lispy fucking vampires out there like, hey guys, I'm gonna bite you once I can get my finger around his tooth. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if some of their fangs went in? The disease makes you pretty, but it also heals, and that's where the question is. Like, how does the disease, virus, whatever, the vampirism, how does that decipher? So then it can't be a virus. If we're really gonna break it down, it's gotta be a bacteria or something, because viruses aren't alive and therefore cannot have intelligence to decipher between healing and making something pretty. Right? I had braces and my teeth went back to exactly the way they were before. It was great. So if you lost a testicle, maybe you could grow it back. Does your foreskin grow back? Like, if you had a hysterectomy, would suddenly you have a uterus? I don't know. These are the questions. Like, what if you're trans and you get turned into a vampire and suddenly the dick you paid a lot of money to get rid of grew back? What a fucking nightmare. Vampirism sounds terrible. I don't want this. Nah, I don't want that. Let's smoke pot instead. That sounds terrible. Says who? Viruses rewrite the DNA in cells. They don't rewrite it. They kind of... If you picture it like my bookshelf. So imagine if my bookshelf was like perfectly organized, A through B, A through Z, etc., and then my dogs knocked the bookshelf over and all the books got mixed up. That's more what a virus does. It's not sitting there going like and putting a book in the wrong spot. It's just like ah! They're not alive. They don't have a nuclear shell. The reason they fuck up and rewrite or reorganize DNA, or RNA is actually the correct term, the reason they do that is because they don't have a nucleus to protect the original form of their RNA. So every time they come in contact with a host, their RNA goes with ours. But it's like falling over on a bookshelf. You picture it like that. It's kind of like that's their purpose and the only way they survive, but they're not conscious of it, and it's not an intelligent decision. It's like chaos. Virus, and that's why they mutate. That's why viruses are so fucking scary, is every new host passes on a new virus because it's carrying some of that tipped over bookshelf with it. So like if I give you the cold, it's not just the cold, it's now the Katie cold. And if I gave my cold to Glut and Glut gave the cold away, then now it's the Katie Glut cold. So it's really hard to chase a virus with vaccinations because of that. Sorry, marijuana. I'm such a painful nerd. I'm so sorry. It's gross. I hate it. I wish I could turn my brain off. You know I want to live forever? Fuck you. I've been done for years. Man, I just remembered I had a really weird dream last night. I had a really weird dream last night that one of you gave me an emote, but you requested that I make the emote name like a sentence. And my whole Discord was full of messages messaging me that, wow, Katie, this new emote's really cool, but like, I don't want to type a sentence every time I want to use your emote. That was my dream last night. I just remembered. Viruses need to leave my bookshelves alone. Hard same. Viruses are scary. What if viruses are just using future technology and vampirism is actually just nanobots being transmitted from person to person? And that's where, I mean, theoretically that would work kind of the same as a virus, right? If it's something that's able to host multiple hosts. I don't know. It was a weird dream. Streamer dreams. I know. Gloom! Oh my god, get this though. I'm wet bones. Because your bones are always wet. She went clever with it this year. You're gonna be Terra from Terrifier? Fuck yes! I know, I got my little... So I can stay moist bones. I love that I'm just laughing at my own idiocy. None of this is clever. Helsing vampirism seems pretty fucking cool. Can't find a downside. I mean, they're ugly. That's the part that always weirded me out, was like, I thought you were supposed to be like this beautiful hunting machine when you're a vampire, and like Nosferatu, Van Helsing, any vampire thing, Buffy, where it's like the moment they are a vampire, they are fucking hideous demon chodes. I don't understand that. The sparkles made more sense. This is the second day in a row we've talked about vampires. Wasn't yesterday fucking Twilight? Who are we? Point to me in your seat where you're funny. You can't see my funny bone, it's secret. All right, Rod, I put the emote in. We just have to wait for it to hopefully be approved. I have 29 open animated emote slots, and I'm ashamed to admit that. I just don't know how to make them. 29 tier 1. animated emote slots, infinite other slots. I should teach myself how to make emotes. That should be, maybe we could do that on stream. I'll teach myself how to do something. God, you guys deserve better than this. I'm such a fucking piece of shit. Vile, of course I would. Yes. Can you tell I tried this morning? I tried to put together a little Halloween list as best I could real quick. I think I have... This is probably the best I put on there, though. The shit! I'm grabbing. Let me grab. I love this song. It's just fucking good. What gif? Is it like a headbang? You know what's sad? I think the first time I heard this song was in Little Nicky. My parents listened to country, man. My exposure to this music was movies. And then I was like, who is this? And everyone's like, this is Van Halen, Katie. They've been around since before you were born. And I was like, you mean that band Joe Dirt likes? Van Halen, not Van Hagar. I am just a creature of media. That's all I am. I got them. Thank you. You know what's, oh my God. Can I show you guys this? Hold on. You'll get a kick. So I was on Spotify this morning before stream trying to put together just like a little Halloween list of like, you know, fun metal and whatever. And I find a list on Spotify called Headbanger Halloween. Headbanger Halloween. I'm trying to pull it up right now because I want you to hear the first song and I want you to tell me how headbanger this is. Please come up, you bastard. It's a joke. This is the first song on Headbangers Halloween. And that's where all my hope for the day died. So I very much appreciate you guys throwing some cool Halloween music at me. We obviously need it. Spotify needs help. The kids were left behind. What the fuck about what? How? What? Hold on. It's like, sure. The list is sad. I mean, this is song 2. Great song. Are we banging our heads? What's happening? What does headbanger mean? Thank you. I'm glad I'm not the only one that felt these feelings. I was like, but why? That's what about this is headbanger? Any of it? Why is that? None of that is headbanger. At all? I mean, they have fucking Evanescence Haunted. This is just like, hey, millennials. That's how we bang our heads? I don't know. Not head banging. AI playlist, that's what it's got to be, because it's just, there was nothing decent on it at all. Like, good music, but none of it was what I was, the title of the fucking playlist. Some intern did not understand. Does headbanging not exist anymore? You know what's crazy? The playlists do change. I've noticed that. If you, like, go look at a playlist and then back out of it, and then I'll try to go back to a playlist, like a playlist that Spotify designed, and I swear to you, it's completely different. Like, I'll back out of it to go save a song or something, and then I'll go back to the playlist, and all the songs are different. That can't just be, that's happened to other people, right? It's fucking infuriating. I've lost a lot of good playlists that way, because I'm like, why did it change in 2 seconds? All I did was hit back. It doesn't mean I didn't like it. Creature Feature Obituary is a good one. Katie, would you like to celebrate with the devil? It's Cool and the Gang and Van Halen. Yes, I do. Yes. Yes. Yes, I would like that. Let me give you a permit. It's only Spotify that's been doing it to me, and it does it to me on my phone, too. Like, I'll find one song on a playlist that was generated by, Spotify or AI or something. Go save that song, and then when I go back to the playlist shuffled. Or it didn't even shuffle, it's just different. Oh, I opened up this so many times. Why did I open up this one? I opened up the Rob Zombie cover like 4 times. I don't know why. I'm just moving shit over. Hold on. Stop that. Do we have to you know what? I know you guys like him, so I'll pull it up. I know a song we have to listen to today. It's not a bad. It's actually, I really like it. What's the name of that guy that you guys like who has the scary deep voice? He does a couple This Is Halloween covers, which are genuinely good. He just has this horrific habit of singing while staring into your soul for the entire fucking song. And I hate every minute of it. Stop it or I'll shove your thong up your butt. I can't. I fucking hate it so much, but I know you love him and his voice is phenomenal and he does it well. We must hear him. I feel like it's fair, even though I can't stand his constant eye contact. It makes me very nervous. I just don't understand why we have to do that. It's so sensual and intimate. Like, break away. Break away! But he is incredibly talented. There is no denying his talent. I mean, he's just unreal. That's it. Unreal. Hold on. I literally just missed it. There it is. Jack's Lament. That's what he does. It's truly beautiful. Like, beautifully done. But he has, I mean, if I could just sit down with him for 2 seconds and be like, can you just never look in the camera again? And it's nothing personal. I don't want anyone to. You can look in the camera and then we look away and then we look and then we look away. We break eye contact because that's normal and it makes people less nervous. But if I was just like this all day. Ah! Why are you like this? It's a lot. It's a lot. And a lot of these, like, sensual a cappella singers do this exact same thing, where they sit emotionally in a chair and stare into my soul, and I wanna die in that moment because this fucking sucks. Stop it. Stop looking at my soul. Stop looking at my soul. But your voice, it's like, what's the clown guy? Puddles? Same concept. I can't look at him without wanting to die, but his voice is otherworldly. Dishwasher, unfortunately, is getting delivered today. Oh my god. We're not gonna talk about it. Dishwasher was supposed to be delivered between 10:30 and 2:30. People just showed up just now and like randomly knock on our door. So we're like, fuck, get the dogs in the back. And Zach has them come through the front, of which I have the entire floor covered in books and graphic novels. So I went into a panic mode and was like, fuck, I need to move all of these books. They cannot walk through this at all. And my dogs just unplugged everything. I love life. I love this day! What the fuck? Anyways, yay. Go away. Please, just go away. And my dogs just knocked over a box of glitter under my desk. So, there's spilled glitter under my desk. Dogs just unplugged something. I don't fucking know. Happy Halloween? Purely comical. Let's see where we are in the videos. Hold on. We're having a good day. There isn't enough weed in the world. I'm at that crazy just smile through it stage. I'm sure my therapist will have fun things to say about it. It'll be fine. Anyways. Oh, dude, cuteness. Isn't it fucking cool? I know. I have so many costumes, and we have so much shit in our costume closet. This was literally in there unopened. But get this. I'm your wet bones. Okay. Because I'm bummed. I still can't do anything to my eye. My eye is still a little fucked up, so I can't put, like, makeup on it or anything. So I figured this was fun at least. Common. Either I've seen the name a bunch, or I've bought it before. But it's called Hong Kong Limon. Or Limon. Limon, I'm guessing, because limon. Hong Kong Limon. And it's, like, kind of spicy in my mouth. Which is weird. I've only had, what did I take, like 2 hits off of it? But I have like this. If you've ever chewed nicotine gum, it kind of feels like that weird feeling. Any weed people know what that? Pepperine, is that a terpene in weed? It doesn't have the terpene profile, so I have no idea. Any heezels. It's time. We have approximately 30 minutes before Scott comes over, and he is going to assist Zach in putting in a cupboard and a sink and things. So God knows how loud and disruptive that's going to be. So I would deeply like to watch this episode of Hell of a Boss before that happens. And it's perfect timing. Kind of a little bit, Cyrus, exactly. Almost like menthol, but pepper. Yeah, it's a little bit numbing, and I've never had that from weed before. Interesting. Interessante. I'm excited. The fact that they released it on Halloween is perfect. Stop it. Autoplay. You fucking suck already. Cheater. Correct on that. That is cute and sad. No, 100%. Adorable, but like in the saddest, like, oh my god, it's a pug. It's a pug. Like, while I can consciously appreciate and admit that they're one of the cutest things in the entire world, and I love my pug more than anything in the entire world, will I ever get another pug and perpetuate the species? No. Kelly, you generous fuck. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs in the chat. Ricky Dude, Black Beast, Mitsuro, Lenora, and Boulder, you're all but was the highest order. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. And I fucking appreciate you. You get a couple to mix in with your flock, and the idea is if a predator attacks the flock, the rest of the goats go away while the predator goes for the one that fell over. That's like super fucked up, right? The sacrificial goat. That seems so fucked up. Isn't that just training wolves that there's always going to be a goat to eat and that they should keep chasing a herd? Ew. Nah, Nick, I don't think I can do spoods today. Unfortunately, the dishwasher got delivered today, and so Zach and Scott have the back door open and are in and out putting the kitchen together. And unfortunately, tarantulas, you know, the one thing they fucking hate is wind and air and movement and sound. That's like... And so it just would be shitty. So I think I'm going to have to do it tomorrow, which sucks, and I apologize. Or Saturday, because tomorrow's Fated Friday. It just ended up kind of a crap day on accident. Too bad we hunted the wolves to near extinction. And then tried to replace them with Canadian timber. Do you hear the saws? Holy shit, something fucking autoplayed. I apologize. Same, Stavarius, or I've heard of people who keep like they'll have actually like a llama or an alpaca or something. I think it's llamas. They'll have a llama in with their herd, and llamas will kick coyotes and wolves fucking asses. Like they will protect a herd. Is it alpacas? Yeah. I've seen people do that. That's so much better. I have no idea what's being cut. I'm mentally checked out. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's being cut. I did my part. I don't know anymore. It's very loud. If you have to choose alpaca, why? Same with donkeys. Is that why people keep donkeys? Will they like fuck something up? No shit, donkeys work too. Those buggers bite hard and have an inbuilt hatred of anything even remotely canine shaped. Really? I love that. I'd much rather a donkey. That's so cool. Oh, I really hope not. I pray not. Knives. I pray not. I'm thinking what's being cut. My bet is holes for the plumbing in the cupboard. Alpacas are assholes too, man. I got kicked in the shin, and I swear to God, it kicked my knee backwards when I was a kid. An alpaca did. I think it was an alpaca. It's been a while now. I think it was an alpaca. Tina, you fat lard, come get some dinner! Dildos to make shims? Possibly that. Who has just dildos laying around, though, plural, to be used as shims? Is that normal? I think they're both asshole. Like, they're not nice animals. I have no idea. Blitzy Coon, exactly. I have no idea if they're nice animals by any means. I've experienced both, and they've never been nice around me, but that doesn't mean they're not nice animals. Also, pigs. Seen one chase off a bear. Pigs are stupid smart. I'd believe that. If an alpaca hurt you, what did you do? You just kind of, like, grab your knee and back away from it and say you're sorry. Because, like, I think they both can do this, but one of them, if not both, alpacas and llamas, can kick sideways. So, like, you can be standing. I had to work a petting zoo when I was a kid because I was in 4-H and worked at a fucking state fair like a little nerd. Of course I did. And so you work the petting zoo, and I was standing there with the llama, alpaca, whatever the fuck it was. I still can't remember. And it fucking side kicked me in the shin. I swear my knee went backwards. It was terrible. And I just kind of went, oh, and stood there. But I had all these children around me, and I was holding the rope like, oh my God. And then another time, it almost ate all of my hair, I swear. I had a ponytail in, and I feel like something pulling on my ponytail. The entirety of my ponytail was down its throat, and it was like on my hair. But I was like one of the biggest kids. I was tall. I've always been tall. So they were like, you get the big animal. It swept my leg. It did, whichever version it was. I want to say it was an alpaca because I think it had like kind of the poodle cut and not the more shaggy straight hair. And I don't think it was as big as a llama. Would they have a mean llama in a petting zoo? They say llamas etc. spit when they feel threatened, but one, it's not just spit, it's their stomach contents too. They sometimes do it just because. That's what that one massaged into my hair. Was just, it's like chewed remnants of redigested nonsense. It was like on my hair, and when I pulled my ponytail, all of that came out with it. It was fucking gnarly. Yeah, I know. Anyone want to hold the leash? My knee's bending like a kangaroo's knee. I think literally what happened was it did that. I sat down on a bale of hay with the leash, like, oh my God, or the lead, the rope lead. And that's when it started sucking on my ponytail, and I was just like, help! Working the petting zoo was weird. It was weird. Because it's like, and this is like, I mean, I think we all know. I mean, even even the people that will identify with this will probably identify, but like 80% of the people in 4-H or like in any sort of after school program where you're super nerdy and you end up working at the petting zoo at the state fair is they're homeschooled. So like there was me, my sisters, my cousins, and then it was like homeschooled kids. So like you'd be standing there with your llama and you'd look over and there'd be one of the farm boys with the baby cow with his hand in the baby cow's mouth, just like as the baby cow's like and they would for hours the and you just, oh my god, the children were left behind. Help. So like in hindsight, the alpaca smacking me and sucking on my hair wasn't the worst. I could have been stuck by the cow that was sucking off some dude's hand. I don't know. I think I've seen this chick before on like Instagram or something, but this is what autoplayed and I apologize for that. The saw is happening again. At least it was not his penis. You know, you are right. I'd say like my normal response would be like, who the fuck would do that in public? I don't know. Homeschool kids, man. Did I mute it? Oh, I probably hit mute the tab when I tried to unplay this fucking autoplay. Whoa, Pamela. Wait, I think we've seen this before. Is this one older? I know this girl, but I think maybe... Rad the witch's broom. Yep. Rad the witch's broom. Stop it. No, stop. How are we ever supposed to share anything with going to the next video automatically like that? That man's so old, just doing his best. It's the Rad the Witch's Broom. That's the part I remember. All right, I'm going to start pulling stuff over. I've got a lot. Graveyard. Another case of Katie bought something weird for one weird project and ended up super useful in helping the plumbing. Fuck you, you motherfucker. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate you, boo. Go forth. Hello, Devil. You don't like Halloween? Oh, man. This might not be the day. I love Halloween. Any excuse to put on a rainbow bodysuit that's a skeleton and go, look, I'm your wet bones. I will take that. And I will do that. Did I tape my... It's a full thing. I don't... Literally, Zach and I have a huge costume closet full of unopened stuff. Like, we have unopened Green Man outfits and stuff. I dug this out this morning. I have no idea. Do you need an excuse? Absolutely not. It just is one. That's what I mean by any excuse. You know what I'm saying? Any and all. Oh, dude, 100%. Well, that's the thing. You don't have to do shit. That's half of chat literally has said something on the long lines of, my plans tonight are turn the lights off, pretend I'm not home, and watch movies and eat food. That is your prerogative, and I appreciate that, and I respect it. But, like, Halloween is a way of life for me. I love Halloween more for just letting kids be expressive and have fun. Same. You know, when I was, like, in college, I don't know if this is still going on because it's so stupid, But when I was in college, I remember one of my bosses telling me that his kid's school like made dress up against the rules for Halloween because it offended people of certain religions. Like it was like there were some Christian groups or something that said it was worshiping the devil, so kids couldn't wear costumes at school anymore. Or they could only wear their costumes at recess or some shit. It was weird. I know I'm old, but it was weird. That was weird. I was just... Again, with religion getting involved where it shouldn't. In my humble opinion. Who am I? Samhain originated in Ireland, I believe. I think it originated as a pagan thing that Christians like commandeered, as they did with a lot of things that were pagan. But very loosely, I do believe it was a Samhain Irish. Started in Ireland, right? A Samhain, Celtic. It was Celtic. It was a way of scaring away evil of any kind. Yeah, but I think it, like Christmas, exactly. I was literally going to say, like Christmas and the tree and, you know, everything else. It's Samhain, but it's spelled Samhain or whatever. It's spelled, like, weird. It's spelled in Celtic Gaelic, but it's pronounced that, Samhain. Mm-hmm. You're fine. I'm fine. Happy Halloween, Pete, you bastard. And Easter, Candlemas, yeah. I mean, was there anything original? Did they have any original? Yeah, that's how it's spelled. Samhain, I think is how most people spell it, but then it's kind of like, you know, there's a lot of Irish names that are like if you pronounced them phonetically, they'd be really, really weird. But if you pronounce them like with the Gaelic accent, then they totally make sense. Yeah, but that word is Samhain. I don't know Gaelic. Trust me, not that cool. Just learned these things. Not just, but, you know, learned them. Sorsha, or what's the other? It's, Siobhan. Siobhan. Isn't that one spelled like Sibo Hannon? Ah, Mishy! Yeah! Siobhan. That one is pronounced Siobhan, but it's like Siobhan. Ah, yeah. There's some cool Irish names out there that are just, with the dumb American mouth, you're like, huh? Siobhan? Siobhan. I just know a Siobhan. That's the only reason I know that. We all did, dude, it's different I mean, seriously, I just know how to pronounce it. Chevelle, exactly. Is it Celtic New Year's Eve? What's the Celtic year? Hold on, I'm just moving links over because we have new stuff. We have to watch David S. Pumpkins. Because that's my, taste in humor. I'm no better than anybody. Oh, it's 13 months, no shit. Interesting. I feel like I've seen a Celtic calendar at one point. I don't know why that's jogging my memory. My monitor sagged. I bumped my desk. Don't fuck with me. Now you just, oh, whatever. Nobody cares. Stop it. Shush. Boomst. No, not the fugue in D minor. You are Kenough. Okay, but please, okay. So if you're going out, you know the dance. I'm deeply trying to think of a movie that he does it in where I can bring it up. It doesn't work without like a fucking fanny pack or something. But Zach Galifianakis, you know his like, watch out, Bubba. Sorry, where he does like that, like dance. Do you know the one I'm talking about? I feel like I'm doing it too well, but it's just it's like it's there's a hip snap. Yes, you were doing it. Fuck yes, thank you. That's all I needed. That's all I needed in my life because that's all I pictured. Was just you have that straight back and like that weird. I can't do it. I've got no rhythm. But whatever that is, it's perfect. You know the one. You know the exact dance I'm talking about. It literally has to go with that outfit. Thank you. Thank you for knowing what I'm talking about. I wish it's the Zach Galifianakis dance. I feel like there's no other way to describe it. Spirit Halloween's phenomenal. Are you kidding? Is this the Spirit? Is this? Oh, this is S. Have you ever heard the Spirit Halloween man? Like the man who makes the infamous Spirit Halloween songs? Tell me you have. Bend and snap. Oh. Legally Blonde is great. I agree. I found it. I thought my dog was there. Sometimes I feel things and there's nothing there. Like my penis. Huh?
I like my penis.
Oh, yes. Oh my god, what did that say? Fat yellow worker candy slave. Oh fuck, did this my stream thingies. Oh, it's Stream Deck. I'm so sorry. I'll start over. Stream Deck has been off and on today. It's still, that's on me. I depended on it. GameStop was closing before the stock thing. Then they got a surge of money and they have been pivoting the stores to less physical games and more gaming merch. That's probably smart. That is an important. Now that's gonna haunt me about strip malls though. My favorite store ever was Toys R Us for inventory. I miss that place. Cause going through the toys would be so much fun though. Yes, French. You get unlimited French fries, and when like we just got Red Robin recently. No shit, we got delivery. They give you like your burger and fries in like a thing, and then they always give us a separate clamshell thing, just fucking packed with fries. Do you hear the drills? That's my kitchen happening, thank fuck. I still have some physical releases of games and stuff like that. They're mostly, it's nostalgia at this point that I keep them around. Like I have special editions and stuff like that, but I literally don't have a DVD drive. I couldn't play a disc if I wanted to. To GameStop, stop it. GameStop Retro, please tell me what's that. To selling NES and SNES? What? SNES, what? I had an inventory job once, but quit before the first night. They insisted we be 100% accurate. That's literally impossible. They probably just do that as a scare tactic because they know there's human error. Like, that's inevitable. That's impossible. The Red Robin closed up next near me because the mall, it was in died. They started tearing it down. I'm a little worried because that place was built in the 70s. Oh my god, asbestos. Asbestos in those walls. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, those are unrealistic standards. Most just click and buy. I like physical. Like I have records and stuff. I don't know. Books. Obviously, my house is literally just covered in stacks of books right now, but there's something about it. I truly, to this day, I will always enjoy reading sorry about the grinding. I will always enjoy reading a physical book. over a digital book any fucking day. Genesis, Dreamcast, all the old physical copies. Interesting. I wonder how that will go for them. Genuinely, I'm curious. Like, what's that going to be like? Anyways. And how old do you think that's just because I'm old, though? Mishy, you know, this new dishwasher I got is supposed to be fucking silent. I'm actually really excited for it. Because my old one was... It was really silent at first, so you never knew if it was going. And then all of a sudden it would make, like, ridiculous amounts of sound in the middle of it. Yeah, if I can help it, I like to have a digital book. They're not unrealistic standards. I can get 100% accuracy in any clothing store. Really, though? A clothing... But, like, what about a Lowe's? I'd bet my bank account you couldn't, because I know the nooks and crannies of that store you'd never find, which I guarantee hold merch. Like, I'm talking in general, if we were to say that your job as an inventory person, no matter the store, no matter the inventory, no matter what you're doing, has to be 100% accuracy, not just clothes. It's vile, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can't say 100% accuracy just with specific stores. Like, I feel like that was a general request, being a person of inventory, and that's unrealistic. Especially, or like, literally a Lowe's or Party City, you're weighing those balloons and stuff, but do you think you might be off by one? People, I mean, Rod, I'm sure you've worked retail where, like, when I worked at Lowe's, people would do this thing, and I don't even know if there's a term for it or whatever, but it was like long-term theft, where they would come into the Lowe's for days at a time, grabbing like diamond-tipped drill heads or really expensive little things, and they would hide them like in a cabinet in the back of fucking Lowe's. And they'd hide it in a cabinet that was broken or something that was on sale. And then they would pre-buy the cabinet. They would say, oh, we're going to come pick it up in a few days. And in those few days, they would stack that cabinet. And then one night, they'd show up like 9:30 p.m. when we're about to close and be like, I'm here to pick up my cabinet. And of course, it's like minimum staff, minimum anybody there. And we're like, yeah, we'll help you get your cabinet out real quick. And they end up walking. I mean, we've caught a lot of people doing this, obviously. But wow, it's crafty. Or they'll fill the rolls of... insulation, those huge rolls of insulation that are like just upright at Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that, they'll shove little bits in that and then just come days later and buy the roll of insulation. They get insanely crafty. And so what will happen is, like, someone like me, if I'm bored, I'll be just going through the racks cleaning stuff, and I'll go like pull a shelving unit off and all these drill bits pour out of it, and I'm like, oh fuck, I ruined somebody's day. Right, if I didn't work here and you weren't impeding on me making an income, I'd be really upset with what you're doing. I mean, I'd be really impressed with what you're doing, because this is just like crazy long-term theft. I don't know how else to put it, it's long-term theft. I did resets in stores for a few years, and the empty packages we found, yeah, oh my god, empty you know, I think it's like the old retail in me. I have two dogs below me, it's very annoying, sorry. It's the old retail in me, but if I find old, like, empty packages, I always bring them to the front of a store. Like, if I find it while I'm looking for something, I'll bring it up to customer service and be like, found this in the rack. And I know they're probably like, she stole a bit. But just coming from that point of view where I've had to do that inventory and that retail before, I pity the fuck. The old long con, exactly. Literally, like days. It's crazy. And they always do it late at night. I did resets in stores for a few years, and the empty packages, yeah. People build toilet paper forts in shopping carts all the time at grocery stores to hide the things they're going to steal when they... Really? You know, I wonder, I mean, what's the point of the toilet paper fort? Genuinely, like, what's the point? Because if they get away with it, they get away with it. Is it because... So, Vile, you probably know more because you're still in the retail world, but back in the day when I worked in retail, essentially, like... We called the cops if your theft reached a certain dollar amount, because that means it was a certain charge. If you didn't reach a certain dollar amount, then we just did like a Lowe's, you're banned kind of situation. Like, you're banned for life from Lowe's, whatever, don't come back, da 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 da, et cetera, et cetera. But once it hit like $1,000 or something like that, So I'm not kidding you. When sometimes we would find these theft stashes, and we would go over there with one of the pricing guns and we'd add it up. And if it didn't hit a certain dollar amount, we'd leave it and just watch it grow and wait for someone to try to take it. Cause then it was like, you could call the cops. It was fucking crazy. It was such a weird. Yes. What are you sick again? I just don't understand. What's up? Is it the noise of the drill? But he won't come cuddle me. He just keeps laying on my audio cord. Come here. You can come. He just I want him to just snuggle. Whether you're sick or otherwise, you're always welcome to come get snuggles, Bubba. It'll be over soon and then we'll have a kitchen, okay? Sweet boy. Come on. You want to come up all the way? Is that what you're trying to do? Come here. Come on. What are you doing? I don't know. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate you, bitch. Here you go, bud. You got it. Here you go. Zach, can you come here? This has never happened before.
What? He come snuggle.
His full body?
He come snuggle. He's a snuggle bud. He knew there was someone here and he didn't like not seeing him. Okay, he isn't whined or anything. He's just anxious, I think, with all the action going on.
Are you just an anxious boy? You're okay, though? I walked in on a makeout sesh. I know. He's very anxious about the kitchen stuff right now, but he's been so good for a few days. I think it's because Scott came over and he didn't get to say hi because Scott was here for business time, which is totally appropriate. And, you know, Scott may or may not be afraid of my poodles. And so we put them away when Scott's here, and I think he's upset that there was a stranger in the house and he didn't get to say hi. Are you a little bummed out, my Bubba? You're so cute, though. Look at you. Happy 420 and cheers! Scott's a turd. He doesn't want my love, and he's a piece of shit. Are you okay, bub? Scott's piece of shit. He doesn't understand that I could give him a bath, and we could hang out and do bad stuff. Like lay on our backs with our dicks out. Because that's what mans do. But he's dumb bitch to understand. Didn't even realize The Extreme is a rerun today. Oh, that's fucking hot. Yeah, no shit. Him and Scott were in my kitchen all morning, putting it together and putting the cupboard in and stuff so we can glue the sink up and have a dishwasher finally. Yada agrees with you. Yeah, he's a stupid bitch. You're so cute, Bubba. He's never crawled in my lap like this while I'm streaming. Ever. In this chair, I don't think, because he barely fits. He's in need of some time, so we're just gonna... It's been a stressful day, I know, but don't worry. It'll get better. My little squirrel. Scott just needs to put on a little weight so they won't break him when loving him. Can you imagine? It'd be like those fucking Sasha videos, like... Scott is Kevin. Kevin, no! seeing these guys. What did Trick weigh? He's about 56 pounds. And Lil's like 50. I don't know, but you don't really fit. You gotta go long ways. Like that. That better? 26 kgs. He's a good, but the vet says he's a perfect size. The vet says they're exactly the size that they're supposed to be. He's perfect. He's perfect and he's beautiful. I just can't believe you fit here. He's scared. There's big sound in the kitchen. It's terrible. On my way to end whoever caused my little buddy this many anxieties. Yeah. He's got a big chunky butt. He's a beefcake. She's definitely weighs less. Oh yeah, she's like 50 pounds-ish, so 24 kilograms. Yeah, Trick is like beefy. Like he's got like, he's a solid boy. He got a lot of muscle. Yeah, I was thinking the same. As much as I don't want to, I think I should call it and give my boy some comfort because he's clearly not doing good right now. With all the chaos, he should probably get a CBD treat and have some snuggles. Maybe go on a WALK. A KLAW. I know. He's never crawled in my lap like this. I know. My sweet boy. You're so cute, but I feel like we need to go be in a safe, dark place together or something, yeah? We can go make a cave, a fort. We'll make a pillow fort. He loves a good cave. Maybe see a squirrel and try to kill it. I hate when they're stressed, right? It's just the saddest because you're just like, I just want to make it better. That being said, though, for those that are like, it's Halloween and we had to cut stream like 40 minutes. Halloween is a way of life, my bitches. We go all the way through Christmas, so as soon as my eye decides to stop weeping all the time, I'm definitely gonna do some cool SFX makeup, and then maybe we'll paint Trick like a skeleton. And we'll play some scary games, and we'll finish the bookshelf. Yeah. But in the meantime, a safe, dark place, so Silent Hill? I was thinking more Pillow Fort. Well, Pete, if you remember, they just get replaced with something that gets... I think it's refreshing at first, but arguably worse in the long run. I have an entire folder, look at him, dedicated to various turkey sounds. So, my poor boy. You're just not doing too good, huh, Bubba? You're so cute, though. Cheers, V. Alright. My poor boy is having a stressful day, so we will continue. Tomorrow is Faded Friday. So if you're unfamiliar, you've never heard it before, on Fridays, we listen to awesome music all day and hang out. In like 2.5 hours, we're actually going to have movie night. It's the last night of Knives bullshit, and he has special movies for us planned for Halloween night, which is super exciting. So if you want to come hang out in the Discord, anybody's welcome. It's the channel called Shh. Faded Friday is also the first day. Oh my god, it does. It is I forgot it's the 31st and then the 1st already. Wow. But we have cool stuff we're going to do. Today just ended up a little shot, but that's okay. We're going to have our kitchen soon and we'll all be better and we won't be so scared. Yeah, Bubba? My sweet little pumpkin. He's just a little jelly bean. I mean, Violet, if it isn't, I'd be watching that on my own. So that's not a. I mean, I'll stream that. That's not a fucking problem. That'll happen no matter what. I have no idea. It's gonna be. It's literally a surprise. He says we won't regret it and it's gonna be awesome. And I trust Knives because he's the one who's literally been like, how come we haven't been rolling like The Craft or Nightmare Before Christmas or like any of these classic fucking Halloween movies? We've been rolling really obscure ones, and it's the wheel. The wheel provides. Sometimes it gives us the classics, sometimes it doesn't. But I trust. I don't want to let go of you, bud. You're gonna fall. You're sliding. Don't fall, Bubba. I know. You gotta hold your own butt. Hold your butt. I'm so sorry, but you just don't really fit. My poor boy. I love you so much. I mean, it's Tim Burton. We watched some god-awful bullshit movies, but missed those amazing ones. Literally. And so I have faith. Like last night, what did we watch? What was the first movie we watched last night? I know we ended with what was the first one? I blanked on it already. It was a good movie. The Vitch is a good one. That one's fucking unsettling. Sleepy Hollow was Sleepy Hollow. Yeah, I love Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow is so good. Like the music and the atmosphere and everything. I don't know. It's one of my like. I know the Dragon Age game released today, and we all have all of our self-restraint, and we're telling ourselves, nah. But in the meantime, I'm going to rate a friend of mine. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today amidst all the chaos and the random breaks and my poor boy needing to come be a jelly bean because he doesn't feel good. I appreciate you. You're the shit. I'll be back tomorrow morning and hopefully my house will be in less disarray and my pups will be less stressed. Yeah, Bubba. He's such a fucking little jelly bean. I'll see you either tonight in movie night or tomorrow. Happy Halloween. Be safe. Drive safe. Just stay off the fucking roads if you must. Just don't. There's little witches and goblins out there. Drive safe, wash your hands, and love your fur babies. I'll see you guys tomorrow.